Yeah, it's the game time. Thanks for the coffee, brother, by the way.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna talk about the game today about Manchester City versus Arsenal, which is a defining moment of the season. Arsenal has been on top of the league, from the start of the season, but now it looks so complicated. The way it is, because Arsenal lost today against Man City, which now just left between them 3 points. So 3 point, and Man City still got a game in hand, one game to play. So if they won that, so they're gonna be equal on points. So yeah, it's gonna be tough season, you know.
How was the game like?
The game wasn't a cracker like maybe I was expecting, because they both got a game plan. Man City, they came to win. Yeah. So whilst Arsenal, they came, try to win at the same time, try to defend. Because the thing is, draw. If they drew today, it's not bad for Arsenal. It's not a bad result for Arsenal. Draw is not a bad result for Arsenal at all. But Man City need to win. So that was a different. So Man City was pushing just to win, just to score more goals and win the game. So whilst Arsenal was, especially first half, they trying to, defend, trying to stop Man City from scoring goals. They did have chances. Both teams have chances, but Man City have got more chances. So yeah, but in the end, Arsenal just couldn't defeat Man City. Man City is too strong for them.
So, what was the first half tactics for Arsenal?
Yeah. As I said, the first half tactics for Arsenal was pretty much to keep it simple. So they don't want to like commit, too much. Yeah. So what they were trying to do, Arsenal was trying to keep Man City out. Yeah. Although they knows that Man City will have more of the ball, but they're just trying to defend and capitalize on long ball, because Arsenal, because they've got a lot of injuries as well. Some of their best players, like Bukayo Saka, he wasn't playing today. So in their right hand side, they've got Madiweke, who didn't have a good game today, in my opinion. Who didn't have he had a terrible game. So they were sending long balls towards Kai Havertz, you know. So yeah, Man City, they've got some solid defenders. So their defenders, they were not messing up. They were there to keep it up, to keep it clean. So yeah, so Arsenal game plan at first half did work because they didn't lose in first half. So Man City scored first. Yeah, Man City scored. Then Man City goalkeeper made a mistake, which led to Arsenal equalizer 1-1. So yeah, so first half remains 1-1 all. Then second half came. Then yeah, still Man City was pushing. Arsenal also was, Arsenal they didn't do bad at the second half, because they had, both team hit the goal post. I can remember about Arsenal did it twice, Man City did it almost twice or even more before Haaland finally scored.
Was it counter attack or counter pressing in the second half?
The second half of the game, it wasn't, because it wasn't a counter attack. Man City got the ball. Man City, the thing, they play like a high line. Man City, they were playing more like a high line, so they were pressing Arsenal towards their own defense. So Man City was pretty much everywhere in the pitch. So I wouldn't say they were only relying on. Although what I've noticed is that Man City, their wing players, especially on their left hand side, with Doku was, at first half, he played really well. He, put Arsenal under so much pressure. Even in second half, throughout the game, before he got sucked off. But he put Arsenal under so much pressure at the
So
beginning.
so the counter attack or the counter press wasn't the game plan for Arsenal in this game because of the speed that Manchester City possess as a team.
Yeah, because of the speed and then whatever counter attack Arsenal could have been doing, they would probably be relying on their wing players. But Man City got very good defenders. They were able to shut all the doors for Arsenal. Pretty much. So yeah, Arsenal they did better. In the midfield a little bit, but at the end of the day, Man City outclassed them. That's the reality of the situation today game.
And what about the defense mechanism for both sides? How would you analyze both sides, both teams? Were they playing to their potential in defense, or were they over trying?
Yeah, defensively, Man City, they defended really well. Arsenal too, they do defend it well, but some of their defenders pick up yellow cards, then they didn't want to commit in the end because of they've already got yellow cards. So if they commit to other offenses in the pitch, they'll probably get sent off. So yeah, but for what I've seen, yeah, it wasn't a that great of a game, but Man City just showed that why they are the best team. You know,
And it was mainly due to the strength of their attacking force.
due to the strength and the good managing as well. The good to tactical management.
Tell me, what was the high point from your perspectives?
From my perspective,
Because you have a lot of football knowledge and you see the field like a hawkeye. So tell me.
yeah, from my perspective, the team structure even is different. Arsenal and Man City, they are quite different. Man City they've got a stronger squad. Yeah, they they know how to hold the ball properly. Yeah, and if they lose the ball, they will win it. Within a minute.
Oh.
So it's a different kind of team altogether. So for what I've seen, as Arsenal is just Man City is just too good for Arsenal. So yeah, I'm not taking the fact that Arsenal did really really well this season. For where they are now, they did really well, but Man City just too strong for them today. There's nothing else you can say because Arsenal is a good team. You can't take that away from them because for the fact that they fight all the way to this position, they're still on top of the league pretty much. But it's just they were ahead in Man City was behind them about so much point. So now the point has Man City have closed the gap on only three points to only 3 points, and which Man City got one more game to play. So that's a huge difference.
And do you think that Manchester City's tactics have changed in the last few months, or is it the same since the beginning of the season?
Tactics wise, I wouldn't say it has changed too much, but a team like Manchester City, at the beginning of the season, they were losing some games. So some games they were, that people expect them to win, they were losing. Not because of his tactics, well, it's because also they brought in some new players. So those players are also adapting to the game, to the system, to the style of, to the style Manchester City play with. So it will take time. So I know I'm sure like most people were saying at the time, City probably is done. Manchester City is finished. A lot of people were saying that, but it's not over until it's over. So that's what I think it is. So yeah, Manchester City, they just prove to everybody that it's not over until it's over still. We might not, we might not be on top of the league at the beginning of the season, but at the end of the season, we can show that we have we can fight till the last game, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Do you think? Do you think they're gonna come back?
Oh yeah, in my opinion, in fact, they become favorite after winning today. So they become favorite to win the league. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big statement.
It is, what I mean? For the little experience that I myself have in football, having been watching football, having played football myself, so I can see, I can see it.
You can see the climb.
Yeah, I can see the determination is there now. The players, they knows what is at stake, so yeah, they're willing to fight for it.